there is no past self to overcome. I feel like oftentimes in life we get muddled up and stuck in this idea that who we are is somewhat linear and our growth is somewhat, gradual change of or gradual, instantiation of who we are. But what I've come to realize is that, that type of chronological thinking, that type of if A then B, B then C type thinking causes us to somewhat be stuck in an identity that's been prescribed to us in the past. And in saying that there is no past self to overcome, I'm not saying that there is no self. I'm not saying that there is nothing like that. I'm rather saying that, you know, in finding out who we are and in developing who we are, there is no solid foundation at which we work upon. I feel like people think that, oh, this is the connotation I have, and this is what needs to be built upon in order for me to be a better person, or me to be a good person, or me to, level up as a person. But the real truth that I've, you know, kind of dictated here is that who you are now is the same as who you are going to be then. It's not about realizing who you are. It's about taking the steps to get to where you want to be. In realizing that there is no past self to overcome, you realize that who you are and everything you need and everything you want to be is within you now. You want to be a less emotionally volatile person. You want to be a less, reactive, impulsive individual. And all it takes is conscious effort in the now. It's not about later. Just because you're conscious of that type of stigma or that type of issue within your life now doesn't mean that it's always going to just disappear just because you're conscious of it. Action needs to be taken, and that action is partially the realization that everything you need is right here within you. It's not about, the development of self. It's about the realization of self. Realizing that who we are in a real external sense or in a real sense is already here. Who we are externally isn't who we are internally. A lot of our life is spent in reference to a thought or some other person's opinion of who we are. And, you know, if we always reference that, then we're always going to be on unstable foundation. The only true stability can be gained once we realize that, the only person who can truly define who we are as people is ourselves. So, in saying that there is no past self to overcome, we have to realize that there is no future self to gain. There's no, I feel like it's something in psychology. I don't know. My psychology in high school told me about this. We like to posit our future self as if they're like some greater version of ourselves, but in reality, it's going to be the same you that's here right now. So any change you need to make or moving towards that certain something is going to take place now and not then.